Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Spelunky. I apologize, I missed a daily challenge or two last weekend, and these ones might be a little bit late, but have mercy, it is Canadian Thanksgiving here in the Great White North, which people are always like weirdly really kind of titillated by, like Canada has a Thanksgiving too. Yeah, we're very thankful people, not just apologetic. I don't know the history behind Canadian Thanksgiving, or really the real history behind American Thanksgiving. But in any case, this is the daily challenge for, I believe, October 12th, 2013. Hopefully I'll be able to get it up reasonably soon. And daily challenges, if you've been watching the NLSS, which is where, you know, 5 of the 7 weekly challenges typically go down with Josh, Nick, and I, they've been a mixed bag so far. I've died 10 minutes in a couple of times, but I also beat Yama at least once this week, and I ended up getting somewhere in the vicinity of, like, I think it was like 700,000 maybe. This is an interesting part here. Can I make this jump? Yes, okay. And we got a little bit of extra gold as a result of that. I think it's fair to say that my Spelunky skills have atrophied a little bit now that I'm not, you know, basically exclusively playing this game. For the first, like, month that Spelunky came out on PC, this was, like, my go-to game. During renders, I played the shit out of it because it's, you know, relatively resource non-intensive. So I could, like, play it while I was rendering videos. And that's where I got a lot of good practice in and actually got a lot better at the game. I don't think it's worth killing this shopkeeper yet. He's just, you know, we'll buy the bombs, but otherwise the items in here are not necessarily good enough to warrant it. We got an interesting situation over here, obviously, because we have the key, so we have to get it. And now that we have more bombs, we may actually want to bomb through one more set as well, just to get more gems, in case those gems actually hold value for us at some point, if they let us buy something else. Or maybe the chest is over here as well. It's worth checking out at the very least. Anyway, now I'm playing so much other stuff. Nuclear Throne, Hearthstone, and all of those great games. It's not a bad thing that I'm playing less Spelunky. You know, it helps keep me from burning out on it. But it does mean that, you know, the odds of me beating hell are probably a little bit decreased. But, you know, maybe there's like that weird little Guitar Hero element too, right? Which is where, you know, you take some time off from a game. Not that I take time off from it. I still play like 4 hours a week on the NLSS. But you take a little bit of time off from the game and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I had an amazing run there. Maybe during my sleeping sessions, my brain managed to build some bodily structures necessary in order to make Spelunky a little bit easier on me. So there's our chest down there. So I'm very thankful about that. I guess that's going to be the theme of this episode. I'm very thankful about that because it means I do not have to use many more bombs. That was a poor decision on my part because now I probably have to use a rope. Yep, I was kind of hoping that would be a snake or something, so I didn't have to. But I will have to use a rope to get over there. Should have just platformed up there instead. But there's a crate. We'll be compensated for it in the form of something. So the Ujat-Eye, of course, the utmost important. And there is a 3-bomb trade for 1 bomb, which is a smoking deal, especially when paired with this Pitcher's Mitt. You can tell I was not expecting that item to be there. But 3 bombs for free is, well, not for free, but on the cheap is very awesome. Money situation still not fantastic, but our Monty situation, on the other hand, is very good, and we just got out of the way of that snake before it caused us substantial problems. Now, Skeleton, please don't come back to life. You know what? Even if you do, basically, fuck it. So we're going to be at roughly 20,000 with 6 bombs and 6 health. It's not a fantastic position, but shopkeepers haven't been aggroed yet. The only other thing I could have gotten on this floor really was the machete, which I think is bad. Well, it doesn't get the respect it deserves probably, but that's because the only thing I think it's really effective at is cutting spider webs. Otherwise, you're probably better off just getting a shotgun or something if you're going to murder the shopkeepers. And the spike shoes, which are fine, but I could probably get those for free, and in all likelihood, I will end up murdering shopkeepers at some point anyway. In any case, it is a load off my shoulders that we've gotten the Ujat-Eye so early. It means I can just focus on getting money on these floors, and we'll probably turn on the shopkeepers at some point, but where? Who knows? Now, it looks like I will be able to trade 1 bomb for the crate up there, but first things first, we have to navigate what looks to be, well, now I obviously regret not getting the spike shoes, but looks to be a fairly difficult area here. Please destroy the spider. Thank you very much. Okay, we've got an issue. We've got a big issue. I'm going to cook this bomb. And it totally worked. Okay. I've gotten a lot better at that. It's still, you know, a little bit harrowing every time I try to, you know, cook a bomb in that situation. But I'm going to use another one here, actually. And this is just to clear out the spider. The extra money is nice. I would prefer to have the bomb, but there's no real other way to make this happen. And, of course, we've got to be very cautious and aware that there is the other grandfather spider down there. So I'm coming through here. I realize that the scorpion could be a problem, but there's an easy-ish crate to get here. Please tell me I only need 1 bomb. Indeed. That's a machete, so I guess you reap what you sow to some extent. We still have 5 bombs, which is fine. Check out how easily... That is lucky for us. Check out how easily the machete cuts through those spider webs, though. That's beauty right there. We have a vault. We have an effed up situation down there. I'm not sure what to do to deal with this spider. I kind of just want to run away. It's very unlikely that he'll be able to platform down to the next level. So if we just manage to leave, that's fine. And there might be a way to get Monty on the cheap. Even if there's not... Oh, there's a crate down here, which is great. There's an arrow trap that's protecting Monty, which is the scary part, I guess. Another pitcher's mitt. Fantastic. I think we... for 1 bomb, we can get a little bit of money. But how are we going to stop Monty from getting hit? We'd have to use a rope, right? I think I'd rather save the bomb at this point. We've used so many bombs already that it's a little scary. I guess... no, I can't get that other... I can't get that other gold bar without using any more ropes. So that's okay. We're at 40,000 gold, so we can legitimately, at this point, probably feel pretty confident about our ability to get the ankh. And I think I've played this run fairly well so far. I forgot that we had the pitcher's mitt. I didn't need to jump and throw, necessarily. You never throw. That's the secret, apparently. I thought there would be a spider up there. Very cautious over those spikes. I don't think... I mean, there's something to be said for sure about killing the shopkeeper on the floor where he actually appeared. I'm a little bit more tempted to kill him on this floor, to be honest with you. We can just mash him with the machete, and it should be fine. And then we'll be able to bomb our way into the kind of idle area. Honestly, I prefer going to the black market with shopkeepers already aggroed. Like, if I'm planning on murdering shopkeepers, I prefer to go when they're already aggroed. And the reason for that is that there's no funny business. Like, I already know that they're going to be aggroed, so, like, a piranha plant isn't going to stop me or something like that. Or cause them to get aggroed when I wouldn't expect them to be aggroed. So, we'll pick up some items there, and we'll put a bomb here, and hopefully we'll be able to do some sacrifices. And as a result of those, maybe pick up an item and get us one step closer to the Kapala, which is an extremely important item. Depending on the kind of style of run you're going to make anyway. I'm going to murder the man. He's worth more to me alive than dead. But I didn't want to risk getting hit by him, so I think this is an okay decision. So now our money is meaningless except as a high score indicator. And inevitably there are going to be people who are like, well, if you're going to murder shopkeepers, why don't you just murder shopkeepers from the get-go, so then you can also ghost the vaults and stuff like that. You have a very good point. I'm an illogical man, but also I prefer to wait to aggro shopkeepers until there's a shop kind of worth aggroing, if that makes sense. Worth aggroing for. Probably cost me a few 100,000 gold on winnable runs. But on, like, runs that's... It probably saves me from a lot of deaths, is basically the cliff notes of what I was going to say there. Those arrows have already fired, which is very nice for me. So we'll be leaving the jungle with 6 health, a cape, a shotgun, 6 bombs, which is reasonably okay. Shopkeeper aggro, which is scary. And heading down into the jungle where, you know, number 1 priority is obviously the black market. Number 2 priority, if possible, would be getting a Kapala, because a Kapala this early would be amazing. Now, obviously, the black market is the scary part of this run, right? Like, anything that could go wrong will likely go wrong there, as opposed to someplace else. But, let's not worry about that too much, you know? The worst damage. I don't know, there's no reason for me to even go over here, except to get this single gold bar. And there's nothing even of value over there, and it's not the right way down. So that's just... Sometimes in Spelunky, you gotta step back and then ask yourself, like, what the heck am I doing? I apologize, by the way, for the... Oh, that was really scary. I apologize for the fact that the Steam overlay is appearing. And you can see when my Steam friends are, like, playing other games. I tell Steam all the time, don't do that. But every time Steam updates, it's like, you know, you want to see when, like, all of your 200 Steam friends are playing Dota, right? And I'm like, you know what, Steam? I'm not actually that interested in that. Sorry to tell you. So where is our black market here? Let's take a quick look around. This is our real exit, I think, just down here. So, we've got some work to do in order to find out where this is before the ghost comes. This is always the most stressful part of any run for me. Is it up here? Does it appear to be blinking more often? No. Is it over here? It started blinking, like, right here. So I have a feeling it's on the bottom level. Which is, you know, shitty because we'll have to murder the shopkeeper. Which is not going to be easy. I'm going to use a bomb to blow up this tree. And then I'll put a rope down here. And then this should allow me to murder the shopkeeper much more easily. And we'll just keep firing until he dies. He's dead. Now, black market. Where you at? Not here, apparently. It's blinking more often here. Oh, okay. Maybe it's over on this side. I just used the explosive frog to maybe deal a little bit more damage. I'm going to blow up that tiki trap. I am very frightened by the fact that I can't seem to find it here. Could be hidden somewhere. Very scary. So let's, I want to get Monty out of here quickly. That was a bad decision on my part. Even when the ghost comes, we have enough ropes to kind of platform around. I do want to find the black market as soon as possible, though. I'm very bad at this element of the game. Oh, it was blinking like crazy over there. Where is it? I'm going to throw one bomb there, and then we'll platform around. I want to get a little bit higher before we come back down. Because I want the ghost to have a little bit more tolerance, if that makes sense. Fuck. Okay, I lived. That was very scary. I apologize for that incredible lapse in commentary. But I'm engaging in some platforming here of the incredibly frightening variety. So let's get the ghost as high as possible so I have a little bit more time, because obviously the less I have to do what I just did, the better it is for me. Is it here or on the other side? I did not hear the black market explosion, which is a great name for some kind of band that I can't be arsed to come up with a name for here. Oh my god, it's right there. Okay, so we are going to make it, and we're going to, you know, pray in our own secular way that there's going to be a staggering amount of bombs here. Don't do what I do, kids. I'm just doing this to ensure that I get as close to 69,000 as possible. Okay, so the fact that we still have at least one rope is reassuring. No bombs sucks real bad. I have no ropes, never mind. So what we're going to do is hang out in this little bear taffy corridor up here. And we're going to wait for some of these shopkeepers to either leave the opening segment or kill each other. Or maybe we're just going to drop down. We're going to murder Monty. No debate there. Okay, we have to leave, and the reason for that is that Monty's a piece of shit and he blocks our bullets. Made that mistake too many times to get caught in that little web again. Speaking of getting caught in the web. Okay, shopkeeper 1 is down. Repeat, shopkeeper 1 is down. Shopkeeper 2 has been killed. Okay. No bombs on the opening little corridor here, which is incredibly shitty. So we may actually have to take the bottom path if there's bombs there. There's not. Okay. Because I want to get the ankh, but there's no way to really worm our way into the ankh type area without getting bombs. You should never do what I'm doing here. This is a bomb shop. And I think I may have actually managed to make it out of here. But then it's just a matter of actually managing to make it back up, because there could be shopkeepers that have freed themselves from that area. I'm becoming a lot better at dealing with black markets well aggroed, but it's still really tough. And it's not, I mean, it kind of is an exact science, but, you know, to a certain extent, you know, luck plays a role. And especially with no ropes, that's actually like a really not great situation to be in here. I totally stuck the ankh shopkeeper. Okay. Oh, no. You scum! That was the one... Is he dead? What the heck? He got frozen, and then he came back and shot me again. I thought maybe he was like... He had Desperado going through his head or something like that, and he's like, maybe I don't want to be such an asshole to this guy. Well, too bad, because you are. I don't know what to do now. Are there any good items down here? There's like 6 ropes. I could use those, actually. So we'll just fire continuously. That sucks that we've lost the ankh, but we can still put together like a, you know, a few $100,000 on this run if we ghost all the vaults. Question is that going to be, you know, possible? Take the teleporter as well and have some fun with that. You know, black markets, tricky beast, you know? Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. How are we going to do this one? Maybe toss a bomb down here? Terrible chill runs up your spine. It's less than ideal. Okay, and now we leave. So how did that black market go? Could have been better. We did not die, which is nice. Certainly could have been worse. You'll pay for your crimes. That's par for the course, I guess, at this point. Don't fall on the spikes. In fact, that gem is not worth the risk of me falling on the spikes, so we'll just send Monty downwards. I don't expect him to live, but he might be, you know, something we can use for the Kapala later. Oh, good. Perfect timing. That's why you should always look before you leap. This frog will be easily destroyable. Now, what are we looking for now? Obviously, we can't beat hell on this run. That's going to frustrate some people, and I apologize for that. But seriously, that shopkeeper was a real dick about things, wasn't he? We will focus on still basically getting the best Olmec killing run that we could possibly do. That's all we can really hope for at this point. So the Kapala would be a nice item. Maybe we'll have the opportunity to get a jetpack on the ice cave. Stranger things have happened. And is this the way down? It is indeed. Okay, so Boomerang Man is a scary little prospect for us here. That didn't work. We have to seriously be very cautious about this Boomerang guy. Cautious enough that I'm going to use a bomb to kill him. Well, to come down here and fall on him so that I can then, you know, do the chain of killing him. And I'm taking the idol with me because, of course, you know, this is a high score competition. Your score does matter. Now, there is a dead shopkeeper, and I don't think there's going to be a vault. Let me just be smart about this. I really thought that I could do better here. Okay, so we'll just toss this across now. And just to get it out of Tiki Trap Hell. It actually hit a dude in the face. Oh, there is a vault. Okay, we will totally ghost the shit out of that, if at all possible then. There is a Grandfather Spider. Obviously, always a little bit scary. Especially when you got spikes down here. Creates a difficult situation. Oh, that actually went extraordinarily well. Okay, I'm going to take the idol to the exit. And we're going to watch out for Boomerang Dude. But taking the idol to the exit, extremely important. So we get the extra money, and now it's all about, okay, stop mashing the button when you panic. I could have just floated onto the spikes there, but instead I got a little scared. You'll forgive me, though. You know, it's a scary game. Did I hit him? I think I did. And I can probably just combo him now. Alright, that was beautiful, actually. One of these crates has not exploded yet, so we're going to do that and then shoot it. Now the ghost should appear. And we should be able to snag like an extra 70 or 80,000 from this. That's nothing to sneeze at. I didn't get him to ghost the bottom gem. People always act like if you fuck up like one gem on a ghost, like that's the end of the world. It probably is if you're going for like the world record score. In fact, I'm not even going to get that sapphire because I'm so scared. Maybe I'll come back down and get it. But really, it's like a 2,500 difference or maybe a 3,000 difference. Oh, I didn't know that I had the parachute. That actually makes things... Let's just leave, right? One sapphire is not worth what I'm doing here. It's not an enormous difference. It's an enormous difference collectively. If you manage to ghost all the gems, it's worth a lot more than if you manage to ghost none of the gems. But otherwise, not really that crazy of an impact. In my opinion, at least. Of course, keep in mind, as Red Panda Gamer would say, I haven't crossed that 1 million score threshold yet, so my opinion is basically meaningless. That being said, if you had told me, you know, back when I was doing the Xbox 360 version of this game, that one day I would be decent enough to be competing for like the top few hundred spots. Oh, I can't believe that worked and then Monty fell to his death. I don't like this side of the map. I did this exclusively to try to get Monty out of there. But now I'm going to check out this side and maybe there's something useful over here. There's absolutely nothing useful over here. I've gained like 5,000 gold in this floor. Okay, so how do you handle this situation? It always sucks when the shopkeeper's not in a position where he'll just kill himself by accident. So I'm going to fire like this. We only need to hit him once is what I was just about to say. But actually, we might need to hit him a few more times. You need him to jump up onto the platform over here. Oh, he got hit by something. I don't know if I can, like, throw a skull at him or maybe make that work. Now I kind of want to toss a bomb down here. That is not down here. That is up here. Actually makes it a little easier to hit him, though. There you go. He's been hit by that. I don't like wasting bombs to kill shopkeepers, obviously. It's not a waste, I guess, but I don't like using bombs to kill shopkeepers if it's at all avoidable. Which it was in that situation. Kind of a scary spot to be in there, but I made it work. Is this an idol? No. Okay, so we'll just platform up then. Very, another harrowing situation there. Anytime you hear me not talking, it's safe to assume one of two things is happening. I am either drinking a coffee, or I am scared about what's going to happen, so I want to devote all of my mental energy to focusing on the game. Okay, so he's already been killed. Obviously, we're looking to ghost a vault again, if at all possible. Shopkeepers on the ice caves. The ice caves is, like, really the most casual floor in the game. There's still a lot of ways that you can easily die. But when it comes to ghosting and killing shopkeepers, it's crazy easy because at the worst case scenario, you can usually just drop one bomb and that'll make that'll kill the shopkeeper because he'll just fall off the edge. Oftentimes, he will just fall off the edge without any additional encouragement actually required. So, never do what I did there because there was a chance that that spaceship could get juggled and just land next to me and blow me up. But we're good. In this situation, at least. Now, it seems like the shopkeeper is not dying. What does he have in his shop? Nothing of value. Okay, that's why he's not dying. He's stuck on the worm level area. Now, we have to remember that we can't sacrifice ourselves here, which always sucks, but I could take hired help. I don't want to come in there. Like, I do, but I really don't. Because it seems like it's fairly likely that I would accidentally get myself killed on that jump pad. So, let's take our shotgun up here. I definitely want to take the idol to the exit. I definitely want to take Monty to the exit, and we should be able to accomplish both. It's going to be a very interesting question to see if it's, if there's a vault on this floor. I do have enough bombs to make it worthwhile, especially since I picked up a few on this floor, but idol's the first thing to go. Now, is the shopkeeper alive? Yes. Hired help, what are you doing? I'm scared. I could have never do what I did there again. I could have very easily hit myself with the idol and then gotten comboed to death. Sometimes I just don't think about these things until it's far too late. So we should just be able to drop Monty here now that I know it's safe on the bottom. And looks like we're going to be at about 230,000 on the end of this floor, which is actually totally okay. Hired help. Hired help, get out of here. Wait, hired help could actually be good for me. But he could also actually get me killed. But I'm going to take him with me anyway because he could be an easy sacrifice on the altar. So hired help has rebelled and become part of my crew. Which I always thought was weird that, like, hired help is in the shop and then all of a sudden he just rebels and decides that you're his new master. But I mean, I guess, you know, probably the way that it works is nope, goodbye hired help. Are you going to step on that mine and die? Yep. Kind of had a feeling that was going to happen, but it's okay. He served his purpose well, which is doing basically nothing. At least he didn't take my shotgun and jump off the edge. Now, where is... Monty's gonna die. I'm an idiot and should not have picked him up this early. Because it does make it... maybe I'm the idiot that just threw my shotgun off the edge, unless it's down there. I'm looking for an altar. The good... Oh, totally, the shotgun is still alive and safe. Did that hit the UFO? No. I'm sorry, Monty. I'm dumb. I thought about that and was like, yeah, it's totally worth killing the UFO to lose, like, 1 health. Sure, we're still fine down here. There is a shopkeeper. He has, nothing of value for sale. The Matic is kind of an interesting choice, but doesn't provide us with any help at this point. How about Shopkeeper 2? He's just going to run off the edge. Shopkeeper 1 is also dead? How did that happen? Okay, well, we don't need to take any of those. I don't think there was a vault. Well, there wouldn't be. We would know if there's a vault on this level because there would be, the shopkeeper music would still be going on. So there should be a vault on this level then. Usually there is 1 vault per world. Alright, so we're still just trying to get gold. The Monties are meaningless to me except as sacrifice tools. That's the downside of the ice caves, that it is a little more difficult to, oh, Jesus. It is a little bit more difficult to get your damsel targets out. I haven't been taking that much damage. I have taken some levels of stupid damage, but it's okay. You know, it's Spelunky. If you go into a Spelunky run thinking you're going to have a perfect run, you're probably in for a rude awakening because almost nobody I've ever seen, you know, Bear Taffy included, who is probably the best Spelunky player that I know. No offense meant to either Red Panda Gamer or Michael Ale Fox. But even he takes some dumb damage fairly regularly. Less than the average player for sure, but it happens. Spelunky's all about rolling with the punches, in my opinion. So this shopkeeper's gonna live. For now. Hopefully he doesn't end up proving me prophetic and living forever. People are obviously going to want me to get the plasma cannon, which is something that I am not going to do because I don't think there's too much value in taking it beyond just entertainment, which is, you know, worth something. But in these, like, YouTube recorded runs, I want to succeed more than anything else. And the plasma cannon might allow us to get some extra gold. It might make Olmec easier to kill, but that's about it. So, we're going to have to use some ropes to get Monty. At least our shotgun is safe as long as I don't blow it up. I'm going to try to blow up on the other side of this level. I hate that this jump pad is here. But I'm going to try to do it like this. Might cost us 2 bombs. That should aggro the shopkeeper. More or less. And then we'll just wait till he moves a little further. And, oh, I didn't see that there was a block there. There we go. Oh, shit. He almost hit us there. He should fall off the edge, though. If there is a benevolent god. Yep, he is dead. Okay. So, more bombs than I was really comfortable using. But that's fine, because we're still here, and that's all that matters. We will definitely be able to get Monty if I don't accidentally fall on the spikes. Yeah, it should be a fairly easy exercise in platforming here. So we'll take Monty, we'll take our shotgun, and we'll move on. What is my goal for this run? Considering we're almost at the end of the ice caves, I would love to ghost one more vault. I don't think 500,000 is out of the question. This is a scary skeleton. Just in time for Halloween, I guess. Yeah, I don't think 500,000 is out of the question. I could have ghosted that ruby, but, you know, risk-reward here. Relatively low risk, but it's exceedingly low reward. 500,000 would be nice. We get 50,000 for beating Olmec. There's a vault in here, which is exactly what I was hoping for. I would need some more bombs, ideally. And I know that, you know, whenever I say you need more bombs, people are like, then why won't you go get the plasma cannon? Again, it's kind of a risk-reward thing. Plasma cannon is something that I would consider okay reward. I don't know how to use it that effectively, but, you know, on paper, it's a great item. And incredibly high risk, because the Mothership is one of the most difficult levels in the game, bar none. So, I do think we should probably take care of this vault right away. A lot of people probably are saying, you know, you should blow up the vault from either the top or the bottom so the shopkeeper just falls down. But I think this is a bad idea, because if the shopkeeper can fall down, that means the gems might be able to fall down as well. And speaking of which, we should probably, yeah, get the heck out of the way just in case we accidentally got hit there. So, I'm just gonna pull the chests up here. I'm doing this so I don't have to accidentally go down to the pit and maybe pick up some gems in the process. So I'll just shoot those open, and we'll come back up here when we're ready to go. I do, or should have enough ropes to make this work. So you can float onto the spikes. If you didn't know that, now you know. I don't even necessarily need... Oh, the other shopkeeper's dead. You don't even necessarily need ropes to fall on... Or, sorry, need ropes to get back up to the surface. Because I will just be able to wall climb my way up. But I definitely want to be up there before the level's about to end. I should probably take that chest, too. Like, why not? It might be full of miniature gems. But even if it is, those don't get ghosted. But it's worth a try anyway. So we'll leave our... we won't leave our shotgun here. Here's what we're going to do with our shotgun. We're going to leave our shotgun exactly at the door. And we'll carry this chest back up to more or less the surface. And as a result of this, should be able to... Well, we'll easily be able to get over... over 300,000 here. The question is, I guess, will we be able to get any higher than that? To some extent, I guess it depends on what we find in this chest that I'm about to knock over. And, oh, I didn't actually pick it up there. We'll knock this in. It was all miniature gems. That's fine, though. I thought that might be how it works, but it was worth a shot nonetheless. And we're approaching the half-hour mark in this run, which is a pretty good measure of success. Usually Spelunky runs, it's probably like 40% over half an hour, 40% under 15 minutes, and then 20% in that interim. Oh, I forgot to... Yeah, okay. I'm dumb, basically, is what I'm getting at. We can still get him to ghost these. It's just going to be a little more tedious in all likelihood. So, I'm going to, like, float up and around here. It could have been so easy, but instead, I botched it like a dummy. But instead, we'll just come down here, and we'll have to do a little bit more of a creative style of platforming. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, let's get him to come straight. Please, Ghost, don't be so much of an asshole. Okay, there we go. We got him to move directly through them. It was not ideal, for sure, as you can tell. I don't want to use another rope to make this happen, so I think what I can do is actually just get, like, really high here, and then I'm gonna platform directly underneath the Ghost. So this is not gonna be easy, but I should have a very low risk of this going terribly wrong. That was inoptimal, but, you know, that's fine. We got another 300, oh, not another 341,000, but we did get up to 341,000 gold, which is pretty good. I would love to be able to, you know, go to the City of Gold at this point, even though I don't have that many bombs. The upside is obviously there. But, you know, you gotta deal with the cards that you're dealt. There is another altar here where I can sacrifice somebody. We could finally get that Kapala. It's a little bit frustrating when you finally get to the point of the game where you can get the Kapala and you're like, oh, well, like, I'm already at the end of the game, basically. And this is a very difficult Monty to sacrifice. It's gonna cost me many bombs. It might not even be worth it, in all honesty. I mean, the Kapala is an exceptionally good item, of course, but... Oh, no. Crocodilo. Don't do this to me, Crocodilo! We have so many... Oh, thank God. Okay. So, fuck the Kapala. There's only, like, 3 more rooms left, or floors left anyway. Maybe not, that necessary. Now, the golden, or the scepter is an item I would love to get. Even if it does cost me 2 bombs here. And the reason I say that is because, it makes shopkeepers so much easier to kill than the shotgun does. So we will be on the lookout for this golden chest. Sorry, not golden chest, golden scepter. I don't know why I made that mistake so many times. Actually, this is now a much easier altar to get to. I didn't realize there was kind of an opening on this side. That is not the Kapala. 2 bombs will give us 1 crate and the Kapala for sure, and I think that's a decent trade. Remember, after this, all we gotta do is actually make it to Olmec. Okay, there's climbing gloves. We will use 1 more bomb to get some extra gold, as well as the Kapala here, because the extra health could save us. But, of course, a little bit disappointing. We're gonna want to get more bombs so we can ghost this last vault. Once I committed to that, there was kind of no way around it, I thought. Shall we use our last bomb to try to get this crate up here? I think there's worse decisions that I've made. That guy's dead, so we might as well take his blood and get some extra health out of it. That's what he would have wanted. It's the Buddhist way. And we used a rope as well. Well, hopefully it pays out with at least 1 of those. It is more ropes. Okay, well, fuck me then. We're still okay. You know, we can always get more bombs on the Olmec fight. I don't like anything about what just happened there. That should be pretty obvious, though. So we do have a shotgun still. You gotta be fucking kidding me. We're just gonna go. That's fine. We made it. The scepter got crushed, and I'm dumb because I dropped it over the edge, and we have no bombs, but I have the shotgun still, which was, at that point, maybe the best that I could have hoped for. So now we're just hoping to survive. Ghosting a vault would be a secondary goal, one that appears very unlikely as a result of our current situation. We do have the Kapala, that's something. Don't get trapped in there, that'll be a very bad situation for you. And if we end up beating Olmec, this is just what I like to do. I like to create a nice narrative, you know? If we end up killing Olmec here, it will be a success story, which is really... What more could you ask for, right? Now, Crocodilo, man, I don't think he'll get aggroed. Is there a vault? That looks like a vault-type area down there. I believe the shopkeeper's already been killed. Oh, there is a vault keeper. That's so shitty. Alright, so I will be missing out on some gold there. If I had just saved 2 bombs, we could have made it work, but so be it. You know, shit happens. We should be able to shoot the cricket and then take his blood. And there's no bombs down here, so we'll have 1 more floor of the temple, and then we'll be able to move on to that Olmec fight, where hopefully we'll get some bombs. But in the meantime, there's no question about it. I have made some mistakes on this run. That being said, we're still at 350,000, and, no, that's a fairly solid... Oh, goodbye, Monty. I almost walked right into that tiki trap. It's a fairly solid score, one that I'm relatively pleased with. This is a dangerous corridor here. Some of the most frustrating enemies in the game, all right next to one another. Thwomp, double tiki... Quadruple tiki trap. Another thwomp. Spitting snake. Is this what the... Oh, my God. thwomp crocodilo mixture. This should be interesting. He fell in the lava. He still lives when he falls in the lava. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to run quickly under, and thwomp 2 appeared. So we did that to aggro this thwomp. And then we want to, like, run across. Oh, my God. And, of course, the lava monsters are here, too. This is one of the harder situations I think I've ever seen in Spelunky. The problem is there's no way out of this for us, except for a little bit of luck. So, oh, I had it there, but I misplatformed. Luck. Oh, Jesus. Matter. Now's not the time, man. Luckily, I appear to have made it out of there reasonably well. What can I say? I'm an exceptionally lucky man. Crocodilo, we don't have time for this bullshit now, man. We have to gang up together, be friends. We'll take this body, and we're going to drop it down, and I'm going to use that as bait for one of these arrow traps. Okay. This is the floor that they should give you to be like, do you get your Spelunky license? Like, you're going to be able to go out on the road after this. Because this level has every asshole enemy in the entire game, usually stacked up like right next to one another. And of course, haven't even mentioned the elephant in the room here. Shopkeeper at the end, and there I go, and I'm dead. I really thought I could just float in behind on the cape there, but I tried. In any case, decent run. We'll view the leaderboards. I don't think that was a particularly difficult daily challenge. Green did really well. He beat Hell. Kind of a low score for a Hell run. And that's not me shit-talking him. It's just like, oh, maybe there's something I didn't realize, or maybe he waited a while to be aggressive. But 40th in the world is pretty good. Does that... I don't think that'll actually be in one of my top 10 runs. No, it's not even close. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed the episode. That was Friday, October 11th daily challenge, as far as I can remember. Oh, no, sorry. It's Saturday, October 12th daily challenge, I believe. It's hard to tell with the time zone sometimes. If you liked it, make sure to click like on the video. It does help me out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more Spelunky daily challenges, and leave a comment letting me know how much better you are at the video game than me. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time.